Family Dollar joins Uber Eats. A cat is rescued from a storm drain, and an alligator with a chair stuck on its head. Director Courtney Bryant joins us from the set here with stories across America.
Yeah, hey, Christine, we'll get to that. But we'll start in California, where a young spider monkey is getting the attention she needs at the Oakland Zoo. Violetta was surrendered to the zoo following a drug bust by the Solano County Sheriff's Department. The zoo believes Violetta is about 18 months old. They're now performing physical exams to ensure her health. They say so far she appears in good condition. Zoo officials will work with the state and wildlife confiscation network to find her a new home at another zoo or sanctuary. Oh my goodness, look, the tiny kitty was rescued from the storm drain. This happened in Arizona. A business owner called the fire department after hearing meows. The kitten was spotted more than 30 feet down the drain, but fire crews were able to get him out. This all happened on Friday, and it turns out the kitten has already been adopted. He now goes by the name Riley. All right, here it is, a gator with a chair stuck on its head, caught knocking on a neighbor's door in Florida. Lee County Sheriff's Office says they got a call about a gator knocking on doors and peeping into windows of homes. Deputies responded and found the gator sitting on a porch with a red lawn chair stuck on its head. A professional was called in and was able to remove the gator from outside the house. Family Dollar is joining Uber Eats. The chain is making the move as it prepares for a major transition in ownership and widespread store closures. Uber says Family Dollar is being added to its Uber Eats platform, expanding the delivery app's growing portfolio of retail partners that allow customers to order groceries and household items directly to their doors. Dollar Tree is selling the Family Dollar brand for $1 billion.
From a heroic rescue by a delivery driver to a stinky surprise left on a California front porch, Fox 5 anchor Courtney Bryant joining us now live from the set with stories making headlines across America. Courtney.
Yeah, hey, Christine, we will start in New Mexico, where police officers had to defuse a scary situation. Take a look. Police released this body cam footage from a dangerous standoff with two young children. Officers say no one was hurt, thankfully, but these were two brothers, ages 7 and 9, who got a hold of a loaded gun. This happened in February. Responding officers urged the boys to put the gun down. They refused for quite a while. Thankfully, though, the incident ended with no one hurt and no charges were filed. A California homeowner got an unwanted special delivery this weekend. Human feces. My goodness, an Amazon delivery driver was caught on camera leaving the stinky surprise behind. She then apparently did the same thing again further down the same street. Amazon says the driver was an independent contractor, and they have since fired her. Seattle police want to identify a man who tried to steal a $27,000 bracelet from a Tiffany's. CCTV footage shows the thief trying on the bracelet, then making a break for it. A security guard tackled him and was able to get the bracelet back, but the suspect got away. He's also a suspect in the theft of a $16,000 bracelet last year.
I was just doing a delivery right here, and he was out here, kind of right here.
A Florida delivery driver earns praise after helping rescue two young children who got stuck in their home. Their guardian had been locked out, but the delivery driver was able to pry open their garage door before police arrived. The children were safe. And a wild moment on a Detroit highway. A passenger tried to share a cocktail with the driver of another car. Video captured by a driving instructor shows a man leaning out of the passenger side window as he tried to pour alcohol in another man's cup in the middle of the freeway. Corey Beatty is a driving instructor and caught the moment on his Meta glasses. Beatty says it's unlike anything he's seen before. Thankfully, though, everybody drove away safe. I'm just wondering what the point was.
Yeah.
I mean, I know people like to share a drink. But did you have to do
there
it
are
like
plenty
that?
of venues where you can do it much more safely.
A bar.
Yeah, exactly.
Even the movie theater these days. I mean, my goodness.
In the middle of the highway? Oh, my goodness.
Last place.
A towed car weaves back and forth on the highway. A young driver drives off on the side of a dock and extra legroom will come to some seats aboard Spirit Airlines. Fox 5 anchor Courtney Bryant joins us now here on set with stories from across America.
Yeah,
Courtney?
great to see you today, Tom. We will start with dramatic video out of our nation's capital where a utility pole crashed into a restaurant at the end of a chase. It happened early Monday morning. D.C. police say a car was stolen and caught fire after hitting the pole. The restaurant suffered damage as well. The search for the driver of that car continues. Restaurant managers hope to reopen in a few days. A chaotic scene unraveled in Houston, Texas, as a car was seen being towed erratically across the highway. This happened on Interstate 610. Video shows the car being towed by an SUV with just a chain, allowing it to swing back and forth. And take a look at this. In Suffolk County, New York, an inexperienced driver miraculously escaped after driving her car over the side of a dock. Video shows the car lurching forward and breaking through the barrier, but incredibly, it lands on a floating dock below. We're told the 17-year-old driver is back home after a brief hospital stay. If your summer trip involves a flight on Spirit Airlines, you can expect some extra legroom, but it'll come with a price. The airline says the majority of flights will contain more than 40 new seats near the front of the cabin, and travelers who are part of the airline's Go Comfy fare bundle can purchase the extra legroom seats, providing 4 more inches of room than what's previously offered. Spirit Airlines says it's installing the new extra legroom on some flights starting in June. The first flights with the new seats will take off on July 9th. So 4 inches is a lot when we're talking about traveling by plane.
And having your knees in the seat in front of you.
Yeah, I call it the tall tax.
We'll welcome the extra legroom.
State lawmaker spotted nodding off during an all-night meeting. The founder of Ben & Jerry's ice cream is arrested after speaking out in Washington, and an elderly cat celebrates its quinceañera. Fox 5 anchor Courtney Bryant joining us now with stories from across America today, Courtney.
Yeah, hey, Christine, we will start in Washington State, where 4 construction workers fell more than 60 feet into an empty water tower. The U.S. Coast Guard had to be called to get the workers out. They used buckets to hoist them out one by one, and they were then taken to nearby hospitals to be treated. Right now, there's no word on the extent of their injuries or how they fell in the first place.
Mr. Moore.
Uh-oh, that was U.S. Representative Blake Moore. Lawmakers in Washington, D.C. have put in some late hours this week. The Utah congressman fell asleep during an all-night Ways and Means Committee meeting. It started around 2:30 p.m. Tuesday, and the vote happened around 5 a.m. on Wednesday. Yeah, well, authorities arrested Ben & Jerry's co-founder Ben Cohen for reportedly disrupting a Senate hearing. Cohen was in attendance for a budget hearing at the Dirksen Senate office building yesterday when he disrupted proceedings to speak out against the war in Gaza and the administration's spending policies. Authorities arrested Cohen along with 6 other people. Happy birthday to you. Well, it is a Latin American tradition typically reserved for 15-year-old girls, but a woman in Houston, Texas decided to throw a quinceañera for her cat Holly's 15th birthday. The celebration was complete with a quinceañera dress and a mariachi band. The party also raised money for a local cat rescue group. The video has gone viral with more than 21 million views.
I mean, she pulled out all the stops. Look, the tables with the, chairs.
Looks like a small wedding.
Right, exactly. If the cat didn't have a nice fancy dress on, then, that would have been.
Oh, it was perfect.
It was perfect.
It was perfect. Every detail.
Thanks, Courtney. Well, searching for a driver who was seen driving on a sidewalk. A single student graduated from a high school in Louisiana this year, and you've heard of snakes on a plane, but what about roaches on a plane?
Nope.
Yikes. Yeah, that's a big no for me, too. Fox 5 anchor Courtney Bryant joins us now with what's making headlines across America, Courtney.
Yeah, just so much to say about that. We'll
Right.
get to that in a moment, but we'll start in the Midwest, where there were severe storm threats with multiple tornadoes touching down. Take a look at this. This one ripped past homes in New Richmond, Wisconsin. This was one of at least 10 tornadoes reported in Wisconsin and Minnesota, which were accompanied by heavy rain and hail. The total damage from the tornadoes is not yet known. There is impatience, and then there is whatever this driver is doing in Philadelphia. Surveillance video shows a driver on a Philadelphia street that just couldn't wait. You see the car pass on the sidewalk, taking out a tree in the process and narrowly missing a pole. Thankfully, no one was hurt. Police are still looking for that driver. A Louisiana teen is the only person to graduate from her high school this year. That is because the entire senior class at South Cameron High School moved after Hurricane Laura. Junior Deanna Lopez took the classes she needed to graduate early. She'll pursue a nursing degree at Northwestern State University in Louisiana. She was by herself in most of her senior level high school classes. This video may make your skin crawl. Oh my goodness, a passenger on a recent flight spotted some roaches of the cockroach variety crawling around the first class cabin. Do they have first class on Spirit Airlines?
Yeah, I don't.
The front of the plane.
Okay,
we'll just
yeah,
call it
let's
that.
call it that.
Yeah, the airline gave the woman a $60 voucher. Not enough.
No, not
She
even
says
close.
she will never fly with Spirit Airlines ever again.
Come on, Spirit.
I mean, I'm so shocked she doesn't want to fly with them again. They said their maintenance team, though, did thoroughly inspect the plane, so they're trying to reassure
Did they have
customers.
raid with them? Clearly not.
I think you need a little bit more than that.
More than
On
that?
a plane? I mean,
I
I would
know.
just feel that crawling feeling
I know.
all over me the
That's-
entire flight.
Woo,
New
bad
fear
PR for
unlocked.
Spirit. Yeah, exactly. All right, Courtney. Ugh, my skin's itching. Thanks so much. The former White House